Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm going to talk about the pussification of the American society. And unfortunately, this pussification occurs not only in the United States of America, according to my observations, but also in the Western Europe. Keyword Western Europe. And I'm talking about Canada as well when I talk about United States of America. This is a phenomenon that I observed when I came here to the United States of America, and that is the over concern with safety. And I understand safety is needed, but it was an obsession with safety. Safety regarding adults, safety regarding children, safety at work, safety everywhere. Safety to an extent that safety became pussification, which for me is a lowering of daring spirit of someone, or simply to be himself or herself. And I'm going to give you examples. What I noticed here in the United States of America. I've been living in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world, and it's going down for, let's put it this way, more than 20 years. So I had some time to observe certain things. I lived as an adult here. I lived as an adult in Romania as well. I lived under a communist system. I lived under the freedom given to us by the forces that helped us get rid of the communism. And this is what I observed. When the weather here in the United States gets mildly, they call it severe weather alert. These guys close the buildings, close the operational activities of governmental buildings, like state or local governments. They close. If the wind blows to a certain speed, and I'm not talking about a hurricane or a tornado or something like that, 25 miles per hour. I'm just exaggerating, but something like, yeah, it's windy outside. For me, that's windy outside. And I compare it with where I come from that shitty country of Romania, of baboons. And I looked and I remember my parents who were walking to work for a while. People who were going to work, nothing was closed and everything was go to work. And then here again, if here in the United States of America, there is snow more than, this much, that's what, 30 centimeters? About, let's say, they all go home, they all stay home. Everything, schools close, everything for safety. Now, I would say, okay, well, first for me, that is not severe situation. For me, I don't know, maybe for others, not maybe, certainly for others, that's severe situation, extreme situation. For me, it's not. This much snow, wind blowing 35 or something miles per hour, it's not a big deal. The society can function. Oh my God, accidents will occur. Okay, everybody stay home. Go in your basements, but first stop at the grocery store or wherever you stop and get some freaking toilet papers and then come home. Buy it all, because the end of the world is coming. The problem is when you have pussified people or with a very, very high level of stress, seeing this much snow coming or the wind blowing, and they have the authority, that's the point, the authority to tell us that everything closes, then we got a problem. And I'm telling you what, in the United States of America, when the wind blows about 30 miles per hour, you don't have electricity. Not all the time. Where I live, and I tell you, I live in a very good neighborhood, okay? I live in a good place. So everything is new. When I moved here, everything was new. I bought everything new because I said, well, America, what the hell? All right. If the wind blows in a certain kind of, with a certain kind of speed, my neighbors across the street, which are in the same neighborhood, is very strange. I have electricity. My neighbors across the street, they don't have electricity. The whole neighborhood. the other ones over there, they don't have, or we might not have, and they might have, if the wind blows. Now, each and every time that happens. Now, I come from a communist country with those baboons, Didn't happen. The wind was blowing, the rain was pouring, the snow was falling, electricity, it was always there. Always there. Here, what's going on? Now, I know this is what bothers me. Technologically, we should be much better. We should have these things fixed better than the baboons. Agree? Agree. Our cars, our big trucks that we drive here, and big SUVs, all those pickup trucks that is like they're like tanks, like Abrams M1 tanks. Everything is bigger, everything is stronger, and the snow, if it reaches this level, we paralyze everything. Everybody go home. I'm exaggerating, not everybody, because there are people like me that don't give a fuck about it. But it's just the pussification of the society, and it comes from people who got in certain kind of power, not certain, in power, and they would issue these, orders. Close the buildings, close the school, close this, say it's not safe. Well, let me tell you, if some of our ancestors would have been like this, we wouldn't have discovered North America and South America. We wouldn't travel to Africa. We wouldn't have met the Chinese and others. We would have been pussyfied, staying home in the basement. Honey, the wind is blowing. It's just a phenomenon that is just irritating, and I see it going down and down and down. When I drive my car, sometimes I see on some pickup trucks or small businesses, vans, and on the back sometimes you see this sign: safety is my goal. When I go to work, whenever I went to work, whenever I will go to work, safety will not be my goal. My goal will be money. All right? And I guarantee you that that's exactly your take on life. Because if safety is my goal, I don't do anything. And the problem is these guys have the power to dictate where safety is. Now you go over there outside to mow the grass, cut the grass. What, are they going to have us wear helmets or and goggles and elbow pads and knee pads and think pad? Or what's going on? It's bad enough that there are some, how do you call them? Not policy, but they're called differently. I can't remember. Issued by local government that, for instance, if you ride your bike in the public road, on the public road, you have to wear a helmet. If you're a child until, I don't know, like 12 years old, the same thing. If you are on a bike, you have to wear a helmet. That is mandatory. That's like a law. It's a policy. I can't remember how is that called. Oh my God. Anyway, the same. There are certain rules that you're like, Jesus Christ. I remember when I was when I was with my children, I went to the playing ground here in the United States of America. And you go over there and you stay, okay, Mike. And all the moms around, and they are all, their kids don't do anything. They just, honey, don't go over there, you might hurt yourself. Over exaggerated concern. She might be one that makes the rule for all of us. Now, when I went over there with my kid, I let my kids do, on the playground. And that is, climbing something that's supposed to be climbed. And my kids were not like 2. They say, oh my God, he's going to die. And I would look at my moms surrounding me. They were looking like, so here is me, there's my children over there. Like, hey, I'm going to help. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? They're fine. And they were like 2 or 3 looking like, are you going to go and act? Are you going to go? What am I supposed to hold my kids by the dingy-lingy, or what am I supposed to do? But in their brain, I was the bad dude, the irresponsible parent. right there. And that's just one example, just one example. Now, where are we going to go with this? Because these people and others have positions of power, and they will make all kinds of policies and norm and procedures that would limit us. They would make it illegal. These guys could have been calling Child Protective Services on me from allowing my child to play at the playground. That, believe me, these playgrounds here are unbelievable, some of them. You know how you climb on certain things, are made all kind of toys. On the ground is not concrete or plain dirt. No. They sometimes put wood chips. So from the wood, cut chips. So if they fall, they don't get hurt. Okay, all right, that's good. And in some of them, they put a thick rubber, like a rubber carpet. The whole playground is like it's a rubber carpet. And I understand that, but if it's raining, hurry up, the drop is going to hit the kid in the head. It's just outrageous. Right now, where I'm at, the offices, some offices, I've been informed, closed because weather alert. I said, okay, let me take my phone. What the hell is going on? Well, it's going to be a little bit of ice, rain, and it's going to be a little bit of snow maybe. The wind will pick up. Okay, and I'm waiting. Tell me what's coming. Well, for these people that I live with in the same society, that's wow. Now, why is that? Is it because they were born in comfort? Is it because they never played outside? Is it because that's the way they are genetically? What is it? All of the above? And remember, technology nowadays improved supposedly. Listen to this. That's a freaking house. Do you hear that? That's it. That's the house. I own a house. Now, for me, where I come from, that is where we keep the pigs in. And don't tell me, hey, you go back there. No. How about we improve this? But you know why? Because the electricity and heating is cheap. But when that gets expensive, what am I going to do? Right? Anyway, there's many things that I'm angry. That's the word, angry, with this pussification of the society. These guys, this society was not like this 30, 40, 50 years and this ago. And they want to fight the Russians with this. You want to fight the Chinese. No wonder these guys don't want to go in a scuffle. And look at the U.S. military and see how many immigrants are over there. Is that just a coincidence? Is it because they're dumb? Because they can't get a job somewhere? And why are immigrants coming from countries where you don't have to wear a helmet anymore, or freaking elbow pads, or go home when the wind blows 20 miles per hour, or the snow is like this? Why is that? Because you can put a whip and hit them. It's just, that's my interpretation. And I have a point why. Because I look at me, and I come here with many other immigrants that I know, and they look and they say the same thing I'm saying. What's going on here? They get in trouble because the kid did something at school and say, what did he do? Oh my God, he did that. And if you don't show concern for that stupidity, let's say you get called at school, and what the fuck happened? You go to school and you find a female principal, and I say that because it happened to me, okay? And you have to pretend you're concerned too. I say, what happened? Well, your child told another child that she's fat. Okay, what's the condition? Is the child fat or not? Yes. Do you want my child to lie? No, I want to be kind. All right, well, that's good, but you teach the children to be kind, or you teach if you have to choose between kindness and be truthful, it seems like you take kindness. I take truthful. I would take both of them. That would be the perfect. Maybe not kind, but civil. That's the word. But if I tell you you're ugly, what am I supposed to say? You're not the perfectly attractive woman, is that what I'm supposed to say? And even with that, you will feel offended. And we have this group of offended all the time. No, you're fat, and I'm ugly. Take the dictionary. It's like I don't know, you mentioned Hitler or the death camps or whatever they want us to call them and all that. Yes, because before it was concentration camp, then it was this camp, and then now we have to call them in a certain way because they dictate what kind of vocabulary you use. And if you talk about any person that is unacceptable as mildly lower than they want to call them, you are necessarily a supporter of that evil person. Or if you speak a little bit lower than godlike when you address Obama, Jesus Christ, you must be Hitler or Stalin or something. So this is a phenomenon that I observed here, and I can speak on and on in this. And we got a how should I put it? There are people over there who work in constructions. They have to build for these people who make laws, and these people who issue all kind of ordinances. That's what ordinances and policies. So these guys, if you let them outside, they don't know anything, nothing. They don't know how to wash dishes, wash clothes. They think that wash clothes is just putting the thing in the washer, putting it in a dryer, and that's it. And you hang them or iron them. No, they buy clothes that you don't need to iron them. Why? They are too busy. Anyway, so you have people who build stuff, that build roads, build houses. You have internet, climb on poles to fix things over there. And look at those guys. Who are those guys? Again, not of those who tell us what to do. It's just a shift in the society. We're going to have the pussies dictating what to do, the baboons, because we're the baboons somehow. We became the baboons. But they, and besides, we're all the same. Okay, we're all the same, and we have the equality of everything here, all right, equity. But you go outside and you go and fix that. I stay inside, and we have meetings. We have meetings after meetings, and we decide your life. I've been in so many meetings, my friends, with co-workers. Oh my God, waste of fucking time. From 7 hours of meetings, that could have been put in about 45 minutes. But that's what they do. Talk, feel important, and they blah, 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 and blah, 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 and you like fuck, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And they love meetings. And they like working inside this particular group. Likes to, of people that tell us what to do, like to work inside. And inside and meetings and tell people what to do. But if you say, okay, go and push that to the side. First, I don't know. If their car breaks down, they're gonna be on a freeway calling the courageous guys, to come and fix the freaking car in a freaking storm or whatever. Not storm; they don't drive in storm conditions, but in rain or on the freeway. And she or he will stay in the car. Bzz, bzz, he's gonna attack me. No, he's fixing your car. Something that you don't know anything about. They don't even come out to figure out what it is. Maybe something unplugged, or maybe it needs, I don't know, coolant or something. Nothing. They don't know anything. They don't know how to talk and give orders and pussify your society. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.